Welcome back to Chaparral. My name is Aisha Connor Gayton. I'm one of your co-editors along with,
Hello, everyone. This is Romy Creed, pronouns they, them, another one of the wonderful editors for our Chaparral newsletter.
and as always, we're so glad that you're joining us for this issue, October 2024. Normally, we're a little spirited, so we thought today we would keep with that and be our birds of a feather. In this case, we are flocking together to bring you our October issue. And we've had a kind of Bowie thing going thus far, and so we're going to keep with that same energy. He's a man of many perspectives. And one of the things we asked, not only of ourselves, but our columnists this issue was there's a song called David Bowie's It Ain't Easy. It'll be linked in this issue as well, so check that out. And that's kind of our context for this month. So the thing we're thinking and reflecting about. And so one thing we wanted people to tell us and share was one thing that wasn't easy for them in their position, and specifically, what personal strategies help them overcome these challenges and make it to the top of the mountain, as Bowie says in his song. So I'll pose that same thing to Romy, my fabulous co-editor slash pro, perhaps.
Yes, I am a
Yeah,
crow, a fabulous crow.
love it.
Um,
Fab crow.
I'm trying to think of a bird-based pun. Certainly not a
They're very
fowl
difficult.
costume.
Yeah.
Um, a very feather costume. Okay, so personal challenge. Um, I think that one of the things that struck me when I first started this job was meeting people, be feeling like I was becoming part of the community as a part-timer, as someone who was hired just shy of the, COVID pandemic. We were still grappling with what all of that meant. And so I think I just came around at a time where people who even had been here for 20 plus years weren't really sure how to get everyone back to campus. And I was a part of that uh, reintroduction, I suppose. And
Mhm.
so even still, sometimes it can feel hard to know what some people are talking about in conversation or join every event or join every workshop when I'm not here that often. So I think something that makes that easier is having wonderful, fantastic friends like Aisha, like people in my department, people in my division. Some of my students will tell me about things that are going on. I also just often will take it upon myself to just introduce myself. In fact, that's how Aisha and I became friends, was I just decided that was something I wanted to introduce. So yeah, I think having other people be kind enough to see I was floundering a little bit, and offer me a proverbial hand up. And also just I think my natural gregariousness made that maybe a little easier. Much like a crow, very friendly if made a good friendly gesture. So yes, that was I think something that comes to mind with this question. But what about you, Aisha? What comes up for you?
I mean, we talked a little bit about this in terms of just being, like you said, both new and available. I mean, like a peacock, so we want to relate to our bird selves today. I am a highly visible person on this campus. And so a lot of times I have a lot of different things happening at once, very often with overlapping deadlines. So I think one of the
Mm,
things, and we talked about, um, making deadlines not only for ourselves and making ones that are reasonable for the work that we have to do, not only for Chaparral, but as instructors and educators and as faculty members, but also recognizing our value in terms of making sure those deadlines are met when we ask and collaborate with other people. And so one of the things that is always a challenge for me and a strategy for me is that I am an email, I don't know what it, czar is the best way that I could say it
mhm,
and give the power that I need, is that I send millions of reminders, not only to myself and others, just to make sure that I'm on task, just to make sure I'm remembering things that are important, that I'm not leaving anyone out. I am a hard believer in the follow up. If someone
mhm.
has submitted something to me or asked of me, or even just posed something and I made a suggestion, I always send a follow up as a strategy to make sure that they're not forgotten, that I don't forget my role,
Mhm.
but also if I'm having an ask of someone like we do for our columnists, that I'm giving them ample opportunity to provide that information to me in a timely fashion that works for both of us. And sometimes if you're busy, timely fashion can mean many different things. But for the most part, we try to really be respectful of people's labor and give as much information as possible so no one's floundering on their own. And so
Yeah,
those are my strategies in terms of just that's overlapping schedules, overlapping deadlines, is making sure I give the time and space for myself and others to succeed. And I use a lot of different ways, but email, follow-ups, reminders, Google Cal invites, all of it makes my world go round.
yeah,
And
yeah,
Romy
for
knows
sure.
this because I send them to to you all the time.
But that's a good thing because I have a terrible memory. In fact, many of the meetings that we have, I will think begin on a different time in a different place, and if I don't get the reminder, then yeah. I attempt to follow that model in my own life so that the people in
Yes.
my life know that I'm remembering something I haven't forgotten. So yeah, I think that's a great strategy.
Yeah. And I'm going with the rest of our issue again. We ask this of many people. A couple people will give you strategies for how they do things in their particular position, either at the Guild or at Glendale Community College. We've got some awesome content also from our favorite, now regular columnist, Jean LeCuyer, who's going to give us some historical knowledge. We got What Are You Reading? Straight from you, all the readers and listeners out there. So I hope you enjoy this October issue of Chaparral, as again we kind of climb the mountaintop, as Bowie is saying, and it ain't easy. And hopefully overcoming some of these challenges by sharing strategies, but more importantly, making sure that we collaborate and support one another. So, from your Peacock slash co-editor, Aisha Connor Gayton, and
And your Crow co-editor, Romy. Thank you so much for listening to this video of ours, our introduction for this issue. And I have to reiterate what Aisha said. This issue is going to be a lot of fun. You'll have some puzzles and some games and some history on the campus along with what's contemporary and new. And so please let us know if you have any questions or concerns or comments. You can reach out to us either through our own personal emails or the Chaparral email, chaparral@glendale.edu. That's the way to get straight to us if it's something that's specific to Chaparral. And we'd love to
oh,
hear from you.
oh, and with that last statement, I'll add upcoming for the post issue between our two issues, we will be also sending out a survey. I want to make sure
Oh,
I
yes,
plug this because
correct.
again, I talk about email follow-ups all the time. I hate when people send me stuff and I'm like, what is this? So you will be seeing, especially folks who are Guild members. So if you're not a Guild member, still got plenty of time to sign up. Talk to Rich Kamei if you need some help. If you are a Guild member, you will be receiving a survey asking about what you would like to see in Chaparral. We're going to ask you about some past content, the current content that we're providing, and then maybe new content we haven't even thought of. We would love to hear what you have to say about that. And there will be a opportunity in a anonymous drawing to win a $50 Visa gift card.
Ooh.
Ooh, ah. So take advantage of that. That means you can buy gas, Trader Joe's snacks, more masks with feathers, um, glue
So
sticks,
many spooky, yeah, spooky decorations.
so much spooky
Uh,
decor. The skeletons will be
so
on
much,
sale tomorrow.
all
So
the pumpkin flavored items. Hot chocolate.
every pumpkin item.
Take your, take yourself to an orchard and include me on that trip if you're going to do that.
Yes, all those things somehow within $50. And so it will be worth the finish. So this is a survey worth finishing. It'll be super short. It'll be very quick for you to do, and it will help us immensely. So that is coming to the Guild members' inboxes shortly. So be on the lookout for that. And as always, thank you very much and have a great issue.
Happy Halloween, happy Samhain, happy Dia de los Muertos, everyone.
Bye bye.